publicist apparently pitted you against Rita Hayworth a bit, taking the side that you were maybe replacing her as the reigning sex goddess of the 50s. Did that impact your relationship at all?
You know, I thought it would, because all the press was writing all of these things, you know, talking about Rita Hayworth and saying that and I thought, oh God, I'm in for it. When I go to meet her, she's probably going to be staring me down and being real. But she was the sweetest person. She was nothing at all like she seemed on screen. I mean, on screen she looked, you know, like a real, you know, strong-willed kind of, but she was a real soft-spoken, real gentle, kind person. She was just as sweet as she could be. And, I mean, when we did the dance rehearsals, she was always on time, and she just worked so hard, and she just was as nice as anybody could be. I loved working with her. She was a great gal, really a great person. I loved her.
Did Mr. Sinatra show up for the rehearsals?
Oh, that was a difficult time, too. Here was Rita Hayworth and I were there every day with Hermes Mann, who was the best. You know, he was a fabulous choreographer. And so Hermes Mann played the part of Frank Sinatra, did all the routines with him. And every day we kept expecting Frank to show up. And Hermes would say, well, he's not here, let's go through the routine. And we kept working away, and finally about 2 weeks went by, and Hermes said, well, today he's supposed to be here, so let's go and we'll do it. And we'll have him sit down in front and watch the routine. I'll stand in for him, and we'll dance, do the whole number. And we did. Frank came about an hour late. You know, we thought, okay, all right. So we went in and we did the whole thing. It wasn't an easy number. We had to come sliding down these, sort of like in a fireman's, you know, down these. Part of it was in anyway. Anyway, so we slid down these ends, did a whole bit, and we got through the whole thing. And we said, well, what'd you think, Frank? You know, and he said, well, I'll do that part, and I'll do this. I won't do this. I won't do that. I'll do this. I won't do that. He just tore it to ribbons. And it wound up that, I mean, it wasn't even like a fourth of what originally was planned. You know, we had worked so hard on that routine. And, you know, I didn't feel so bad for myself because, I was new in the game and I was still, you know, new. But for Rita Hayworth, she was a star at Columbia Pictures. She was the main one. And she had to go through all of that. And it was torn to ribbons, you know. Anyway, so it was a shame that we didn't have to, but that's the way it is, you know, that's the way it was, so.
You know, I was thinking...
In Paris, I headlined the Follies, billed as doll of all the dollies, admired by the great Stravinsky. But my greatest achievement and the height of my career was the time I starred for Minsky. You're looking at a former stripper. But before I unzip one zipper, I wanted known I was quite the artiste, but the intellectual kind.
What was I thinking while I worked, you might ask? While I worked, these thoughts kept crossing my mind. Zip, Walter Lippmann wasn't brilliant today. Zip, will the giants ever take it away? Zip, I was reading Schopenhauer last night. Zip, and I think that Schopenhauer was right. Sigmund Freud has often stated dreams and drives are all related. Zip, I'm a firm believer. Dorothy Dix's daily column tells that love is dear and solemn. Zip, I could take or leave her. Zip, it took intellect to master my art. Zip, every movement from the heart. I have read the works of Plato, translated most of Cato. Zip, I am such a scholar. I don't care for Whistler's mother, Charlie's aunt, or Schubert's brother. Zip, had to make $1. Zip, you have asked me what I think while I work. Zip, I've an intellectual quirk. My thoughts may skip whenever so inclined. Oh, zip, zip, zip. I'm abroad with a broad, broad mind.
My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? But don't change a hair for me, not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine, stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak?
Where did she spring from the chorus?
Oh.
The mouse in the spotlight. I'm beginning to talk like you.
Oh, you mean Linda? Well, she's Ned's girl, and he's kind of stuck on her, and, you know, we talked it over, and we figured she was ready.
Ready for what?
Stay, little Valentine, stay. Each day is Valentine's Day.
She'd do it. I've seen him come and I've seen him go. But I thought this one was different.
All right, hold it. Cut. All right, you can all stop drooling. Get in the dressing room and put your clothes on.
Well, why
What do you know? Prince Valiant.
Oh, I'll hit you a shot in the head. Get up and do the number.
A pleasure.
Someone to see you, madam.
Show him in.
But it's a young lady, madam. A Miss English.
Ask her to come in.
Yes, madam. This way, miss.
You wanted to see me?
It's about Joey. I know how you feel. And you're wrong. There's been nothing between us.
Are you sure about that, Miss English?
I am quite sure, Mrs. Simpson. Let the club open, please. You're not just punishing Joey. You're hurting a lot of other people.
You're not concerned with other people. It's Joey. You're in love with him.
Aren't you?
Oh. Well, let's say we understand each other. We're like Joey and I, the same breed of cat.
I'm not so sure of that. Joey's better than you think. He's better than he thinks.
Nobody's better than he thinks. It may come as quite a surprise, Miss English, but I do believe there's been nothing between you and Joey. That makes you all the more dangerous. You may not know it, but when Joey told you to keep your clothes on today, he played the greatest love scene of his career. I could undress in the lobby of the Fairmont Hotel, and he'd never turn a hair. So you see, Miss English, with you on the scene, I couldn't possibly reopen the club.
If I wasn't on the scene?
Well, I might give it serious consideration. After all, I rather enjoyed owning a nightclub. Of course, it wouldn't do to let our boy know why you're leaving town. He dislikes being under any obligation, except financial.
What do I care for a dame? What do I care for a dame? Every old dame is the same. Every hokey dame is the same. I got a future. I can see it plain.
Pick up any nails.
Where are we going?